So let's just ask the big question right up front. Is it actually possible to save $10,000 in just 6 months on a $40,000 salary? I know, it sounds kind of crazy, but we're going to break down the exact step-by-step system one person used to pull it off. Let's dive in.
This whole story starts from a place that, let's be honest, a lot of us know. This quote from Adine over at 8Invest just sets the stage perfectly. We're not talking about some high earner with a big head start. Nope, we're talking about the reality of living pretty much paycheck to paycheck. $300, that's it. That was the entire savings account. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. That is barely an emergency fund. You're basically one flat tire or an unexpected trip to the dentist away from zero. This number, this is the spark that lights the fire for this whole thing.
Yeah, seeing that number was a huge wake-up call. It was that moment, that click, that shifted the whole mindset from just, getting by to actually creating a real, actionable plan. This isn't about vague advice. This is about a full-on transformation.
So, what's step one? A full-blown money audit. This is where you put on your detective hat and investigate your own finances. Adi literally printed out 3 months of bank statements and went to town with a highlighter. And the results? Well, they were pretty shocking.
So the first major culprit they found? $340 a month just on food delivery. DoorDash, Uber Eats, you know the drill. It's so convenient, right? But that cost, man, it adds up incredibly fast, and a lot of the time we don't even notice.
And next up, another $89 a month on subscriptions that had been totally forgotten about. A gym membership that hadn't been used in months, apps you used one time, way too many streaming services. This is that classic invisible spending that just quietly siphons money from your account every single month.
And then there was this. $212 on just random Amazon purchases. You know the kind of stuff. You click buy now in the moment, and a week later, you can barely even remember what you ordered. It just goes to show how much we can spend without any real thought behind it.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. When you add all that up, just from those 3 categories, food delivery, forgotten subscriptions, and those impulse buys, that's almost $4,000 in potential savings over 6 months. All of a sudden, you realize this wasn't a salary problem, it was a spending awareness problem.
Okay, so once all those spending leaks were found, it was time for a completely new system. Not some traditional, super restrictive budget, but something called the reverse budget. And trust me, this is a total mental shift in how you think about your money. And this right here illustrates the difference perfectly. Most of us, right, we operate the old way. We get our paycheck, we pay our bills, we have some fun, and then we just kind of hope there's something left to save at the end. The new way totally flips the script. You get paid, you immediately move your savings, and then you live on what's left.
So the whole point is this. The reverse budget, or paying yourself first, basically turns your savings into a bill. It's not an optional thing you do if you feel like it. It becomes the very first thing you do with your paycheck. It's this brilliant little psychological trick that completely changes the game, because it forces you to prioritize your future self.
Okay, so you're paying yourself first, that's great. But where does that money actually go? Because you can't just let it hang out in your checking account. The secret weapon here is a very specific tool. The High Yield Savings Account, or HYSA. It keeps your savings separate and, this is key, it helps them actually grow.
So, what makes a good high HSA? Here's what you're looking for, no exceptions. First, a high APY. Sources like Forbes show accounts offering up to 5%, which is huge. Next, absolutely no monthly fees. Don't pay to save your own money. It has to be FDIC insured, of course, and it needs to have super easy automatic transfers. Oh, and here's a little bonus tip. Find one with a 1 or 2 day transfer time. That tiny bit of delay is actually perfect for stopping you from making impulse withdrawals.
All right, so you've got the system. Now it's time to actually find the cash to fuel it. And that requires a 2-pronged attack. You got to get aggressive with cutting costs while at the same time strategically boosting your income. Remember that $340 food delivery habit? This is the answer. And look, it's not about eating boring food. It's just about being intentional. A smart, budget-friendly meal plan replaces that expensive convenience with a little bit of prep. So let's get tactical. Here are some killer tips from both personal experience and expert advice. First, just limit delivery to once a week. Game changer. Then, cook big batches on a Sunday for your lunches. Always, always buy the store brand for staples like pasta or rice. They're often 30–40% cheaper. And here's a great pro tip. Don't sleep on frozen and canned veggies. They're just as nutritious and way, way cheaper than fresh.
So here's how the math breaks down. Cutting way back on food delivery, that's about $240 a month. Canceling those useless subscriptions, another $74. Shopping smarter for groceries, that's $130. Optimizing transportation, $106. And just being mindful of impulse buys saved up to $200. Add it all up, and we are talking about a potential savings of over $700 every single month.
But let's be real for a second. There is a limit to how much you can cut before you start feeling like you're not living anymore. So to really supercharge your savings and hit a big goal fast, you have to look at the other side of the equation, your income.
Now, this doesn't mean you have to go get a second 40-hour-a-week job. Not at all. It's about finding flexible ways to bring in more cash. AG used some basic graphic design skills on Fiverr to make an extra $500 to $800 a month. You could sell stuff you don't use anymore, do some gig work, or even rent out a parking spot if you have one. The goal is just an extra few $100 a month. That alone can cut your savings timeline in half.
So how do you make all of this stick for the long haul? You can't just rely on willpower. That stuff runs out. The key, the absolute secret, is to build a system that runs on autopilot. You want to make saving your default setting, not a choice you have to make every day.
And this is that system. It's a beautifully simple 3-account flow. Your paycheck lands in your main checking account for all your bills. Then, on payday, an automatic transfer shoots your savings goals straight over to your high-yield account. You don't even see it. And then a little buffer account, maybe with a couple $100, is there for small surprises so you never, ever have to touch your real savings. And the result? After 6 months of doing the audit, making those intentional cuts, boosting income just a little bit, and automating the whole process, $10,300 saved. It just proves that having a solid system is so much more powerful than just having a goal. So what's the blueprint for you to do this yourself? Let's just boil it all down. Step 1, do a money audit. You have to know where your money is actually going. Second, you set up that reverse budget. Pay yourself first, always. Third, you make those smart cuts and find a little income boost. And finally, and this is the most important part, you automate the whole system so it runs without you.
So look, we've laid out the entire blueprint. You've seen that the system works, so the only question left is the one that gets this whole process started for you. Take a hard look at your own spending. What is the one category? Is it subscriptions? Is it food? Is it online shopping?